ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ದಾಡಿ ಏನಂತೈತಿ ಏನು ಸಮಯ ಅದು
ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, are you there here? Sir?
Yes, Mr. Manjunath. Good morning to all. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Hello,
fine.
everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to you all for today's session. Myself, Manjunath Naik, lecturer of KLE Institute of Nursing Science. Today is October 10
Yes, sir.
for raising awareness regarding mental health issues. Worldwide, we are celebrating today as a World Mental Health Day. Hence, we conducted a session which is related to today's event. And now, I'm pleased to introduce you all today's speaker, Gurraj Udupi sir, Professor and HOD of Department of Mental Health Nursing, KLE University Institute of Nursing Science, Belgavi. As a speaker, moderator, and organizer, sir has participated in many workshops and seminars. And sir has published countless research articles in many journals. He has more than 15 years of experience in his profession, and he is a good teacher, speaker, guide, mentor, and motivator. And it is proud to say that to me that I'm one of his student. Now, without delaying, I'm going to hand over today's session to sir. Sir, I'm requesting you to speak regarding today's session, sir. Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Manjunath.
Yes, sir.
So, good morning to all participants as well as Mr. Manjunath and my colleagues. I'm very delighted to present today on World Mental Health Day. So, whether the screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
fine. So, without delaying, let us start discussion because the time limit is there because of this Zoom meeting. So, we have hardly 40 minutes to complete. So, within that, we'll complete. My voice is clear to all? Okay. So, coming to present World Mental Health Day 2020 regarding this, unfolding the theme and explaining about the theme. It is our today's topic. So coming to part of this, as a person from mental health department, I'm very happy and I'm grateful to Mr. Manjunath as well as the principal, staff, and all the students of KLE Institute of Nursing Sciences, Ankola, for giving me this opportunity and giving me an opportunity to deliver the lecture on World Mental Health Day 2020. So coming to part of this, as many of you are the budding nurses and the freshers in the mental health department, I'd just like to brief why the Mental Health Day 2020 has celebrated. Then we'll go to the theme of 2020 and how to celebrate this 2020 theme and what are our responsibility as a mental health persons. So coming to part of introduction, like why this, what it is. World Federation for Mental Health, WFMH. It is an international membership organization founded in 1948 to advance among all people and nations the prevention of mental and emotional disorders. the proper treatment and care of those with such disorders and the promotion of mental health. When we are seeing this information, in 1948, the World Federation for Mental Health was started. And beginning days, it was not so planned. And when it was started, hardly 40 countries were there as the membership of this organization. Only 40 countries and around 150 professionals were there in 1948. Then they started bringing awareness, they started bringing importance day, and they started making the people to understand that there is need of investment in mental health also. So how they were doing then? So in 1948 onwards, they started just conducting one rally or conducting some poster presentations or giving some ad in the newspaper. So in that way, the 1948 they have started, and World Mental Health Day, a program of World Federation for Mental Health, was observed for the first time on 10th October 1992. In 1992, the first World Mental Health Day theme was released, and according to which already in 2017 we have celebrated the silver jubilee of this theme also. So every year, the World Mental Health Day, on this occasion, World Federation for Mental Health is giving one theme, and based on that theme throughout the year we are working. And during this, lot of workshop, lot of conferences, lot of discussions are going throughout the world on this special day. Usually October 4th to October 10th, 1 week is considered as the World Mental Health Week, and on October 10th it is considered as World Mental Health Day. So this World Mental Health Day is a program of the World Federation for Mental Health, and annually raises awareness within the global community about the mental health challenges, gaps, and priorities. I have highlighted here to mainly focus on these things. Means what this World Federation is doing. World Federation of Mental Health, it is annually raising awareness. Means yearly they are giving one theme. For what? Because whatever the gaps, challenges, and priorities are there in the community related to mental health, to relieve them or to make free from them. So through collaborative and unifying voices aimed at taking action, addressing and creating lasting changes in the world, where we need to restore the dignity of all living with mental health needs. Means World Federation made it very clear that why we are celebrating this day, why we are bringing one theme, because in the community, whatever the challenges, whatever the gaps, and whatever the importance are there, so to meet those importance, we need to unify our voice. We have to become unite, and we have to raise our voice, and we have to talk on this, and taking some of the creative last changes in the world, where we need to restore the dignity of every individual. Every human being require mental health. So we have to give the dignity to them, to all the individuals. So the World Federation is focusing on this. So it got struck further.
No, sir. It is audible.
Okay, yes, it is audible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, close to 1 billion people are living with mental disorders. This is a brief description about mental health problems right now in the present scenario. Like in March 2019, the World Health Organization has conducted a survey. Based on that survey, the information is there. Close to 1 billion people are living with a mental disorders, and around 3 million people die every year from the harmful use of alcohol, and one person dies every 40 seconds by suicide. See, when we are seeing this, you consider 1 billion people are living with mental disorder in the world. Then 3 million people are dying every year from the harmful use of alcohol and other type of substance abuse. Then one person is dying every 40 seconds by suicide. Means very huge here. We are focusing only on physical health. We are giving only importance to physical problems. But somewhere it is very essential, very important for all of us to be a part of this mental health also. And we need to focus on mental health now. So lot of substance abuse, suicide, and the major mental health problems. These are surrounding to the individuals, and where any individual is having this, they're having lot of stigma, there is lack of awareness, or there is no community support or family support, so that they do not come out and they do not show to a doctor or to a psychiatrist and they get a proper treatment or counseling, because of which we are losing the life also. Anyhow, now the billions of people around the world have been affected by COVID-19 pandemic, which is having a further impact on people's mental health. So we all are witness of this COVID-19 pandemic. Previously, whatever was said, it is just an imaginary, but now COVID-19 pandemic, we all have witnessed how harmful, how difficult it is and how challenging one to everyone. We all were sat at home, complete quarantine. We are not coming out of house or home. So how much the life is disturbed, and morning to evening we are surrounded with internet or multimedia. There is no other physical work and going outside is difficult. The financial crisis have happened, the jobs have crisis, so many places, even the many of our close ones or near ones death, many things we have seen. So when we are seeing all these, COVID-19 pandemic definitely affected the mental health of every one of us during those periods like March, April, May, June. This starting 4 months, it is very difficult for every one of us. We lived in a state of fear and anxiety, like when I may get COVID-19. Oh God, please save me. That type of situation has created, and till today there is no treatment. Because of this, still we are under fear and anxiety when we may get affected with this COVID-19. So mental health and the support and the counseling is required for everyone to keep them up to date or to maintain the good mental health. We are already seeing the consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic on people's mental well-being, and this is just the beginning. Whatever we are seeing these consequences, these all are just the beginning. Unless we make serious commitments to scale up investment in mental health right now, the health, social and economic consequences will be far reaching. So the WHO says that whatever the mental health problems we are seeing because of COVID-19 pandemic, it is just the beginning. It has just started. Whatever the mental health problems we are seeing, it is upcoming, like within 1 or 2 years we are seeing the effects of this pandemic 19. And the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted or halted critically mental health services in 93% of the countries worldwide, while the demand for mental health is increasing according to new WHO survey. See, this WHO survey has completed somewhere in the June as per the data. So the pandemic has disrupted in worldwide, not only in India, not only in China, not only in one country, almost worldwide around 93% of the countries, they are having a huge demand for mental health people. And there is an increasing in according to the new WHO survey. So this survey has conducted, according to that, we are the population, the general population, around 93% of the population require the mental health services. Henceforth, the people now they are started to think of this mental health. Bereavement, isolation, loss of income, fear, these are the triggering mental health conditions or exacerbating existing ones. Already I have said this. Bereavement we have seen, isolation from our friends, our loved ones we have seen, loss of income to many people, then fear and anxiety is triggering everyone, and especially medical team also, they're more risk, but still they all have become the warriors and they have taken very good care. So many people may be facing increased level of alcohol and drug use, insomnia and anxiety. Because of this drastic effect of mental COVID-19, sorry, many people may be facing increased level of alcohol and drug use. You may be seeing alcohol and drug use was going on, even though there is a lot of restriction, the quarantine, many things are there. Still, outside we can see the substance abuse is quite going on, not completely or full freedom, but it is going on by keeping somewhere or by keeping away from the police, and somebody somewhere they will manage this. and presently in media and all we can see where and all how we are seeing this. Then insomnia and anxiety are also some of the problems related to this COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, COVID-19 itself can lead to neurological and mental complications such as even those who come out of COVID-19, in them it is noticed that delirium, agitation and stroke are some of the problems or complications. Even though COVID-19 is treated and the patient is now negative report of COVID-19, but complications of this in future we may see in the form of delirium, agitation and stroke. So till this much is related to the World Federation for Mental Health. And now let us go with the mental health theme for this theme for Mental Health Day 2020. That is greater investment, greater access to everyone and everywhere. So this is the Mental Health Day theme for 2020. That is greater investment, greater access to everyone and everywhere. So Dr. Daniels, she is the present president of World Federation for Mental Health. She says that now more than every, greater investment in mental health is needed to ensure that everyone, everywhere has access to mental health care. When we are seeing this, it is there. Like to make this as a theme for this year, the president given her statement that it is very much important for us to invest in mental health. Invest in mental health in the sense not only the money, along with that the criteria to become mentally healthy. What are those? Those we have to inculcate, those we have to improve, those we have to practice, and because of which everyone everywhere should be mentally healthy. Like every human being, they have the right of getting the mental health. So everybody should approach, everybody should get it. So that is what the motto of this statement, like greater investment, greater access to everyone, everywhere. Why the theme is made? Because nearly 93% of the population is affected with COVID-19 pandemic. So definitely there are one or other mental health problems they have faced, and some of them are still facing. So to rule out all those problems, we need the greater investment and greater access of mental health to everyone and everywhere. So the mental health day theme was done. So coming coming to the treatment gap remains large, with 50% of the people with mental disorders in high income countries and 85% in persons with low and middle income countries having no access or treatment. So World Health Organization has conducted one more survey in 2012, according to which nearly 50% of the population who is residing in high income countries, they require mental health care, and around 85% of the people in low and middle class countries, they also require the care. But where is the access? Very limited access we are having. The fragile health system have not been able to address or cope up with the large treatment gaps and needed for mental health care. When we are seeing this, definitely every country, every government, they are keeping some budget for health. So when they are keeping some budget for health, in that budget, some percent or something they are planning for investing in mental health also. Whereas the fragile health system have not been able, fragile means it is adjustable. So when we are seeing this, there is somewhere gap or somewhere we are not giving proper attention to the COVID or to the mental health problems. Then hard and drastic lockdown measures implemented to reduce COVID-19 transmissions and deaths saw the enforcement of physical isolation, distancing becoming a new reality, disrupting natural social interactions. So very hard and drastic lockdown measures we all have witnessed, we all have seen, we all have experienced. What experienced? The transmission and death we have saw, like how the people are suffering, how the people are dying, or what is happening to the family, what is happening with their socio-economic status. So all these things we have seen, and these all leads to distancing becoming a new reality and disrupting the natural social interactions with all of us. So we are not having social gathering, we don't have any communication like previous, we do not have any general clubs or meeting with people. So these all changes have been made, because of which till today we cannot organize such things. In parallel to emotional and health implications, large scale socio-economic fallout was witnessed as markets and economies were established. So only the things happened with death, transmission, not. Along with that, the emotional and health implications also affected in very large scale. That may be because of socio-economic fallout. We do not consider that no, only the health is implicated or only the deaths have happened, only the respiratory system is affected. Nothing like that. Here, along with all those things, the emotional and health implication problems also have increased, and also there is a huge socio-economic fallout was witnessed because no business, no money transaction, economies drastically came down, and many people become jobless or many people have the economical crisis. So these all are de-established, hmm, destabilized. Then the dilemma. What dilemma we are having? So every year one adult in 4 and along with one child in 10 will have mental health issues. Like every what we know now, every year is there is one in every 4 adults and one in every 10 children, they have some mental health issues, and these conditions can profoundly affect literally millions of lives, affecting the capability of those individuals to make it through the day, the sustain relationships, and to maintain work. When we are seeing of this, when we are discussing of this, definitely there is some problem. When one adult out of 4 and one child out of 10, it is not only affecting that one child or one adult, this is affecting to entire their family. If any person in the family is having mental illness, definitely they are suffering. Every family member is worried about them, or there is some disequilibrium in that society, in that family, or because of the stigma they are unable to cope up. So many things are happening to our surrounding. So it is one of the dilemma. Raising awareness, the best way to deal with this stigma is through facts and a better understanding of mental health problems. So when we are coming to this, how to meet this dilemma? So here it is, we have to avoid the stigma through the facts and better understanding of the mental health problems. So the WFMH, World Federation for Mental Health, what they say, the best way to come out of this dilemma is we need to eliminate the stigma related to mental illness through the facts and a better understanding. We should understand what are the facts, what is the truth, or how better we can treat, how better we can take preventions to avoid all the mental health problems. So in this way, when we raise our voice, when we bring awareness, when we make people to understand, then definitely these problems will reduce. From identifying the causes, pinpointing the solutions, and ultimately recognizing that we are really dealing with the medical issues. So please review and help the spread of the news about World Mental Health Day 2020, because you all are health professionals. So what the WHO is saying, please, we need to review it and help in the spreading of this news about World Mental Health Day 2020 and the current year theme, like greater investment, greater access to everyone and everywhere. Then I would also like to add some of the points related to this. In 2017, the World Mental Health Act was enacted in India. According to that World Mental Health, the Indian Mental Health Act enacted in 2017. According to that, there is one clause has made every citizen of the country free at scheduled time. Okay, every individual of the country, they are having right to go with the mental health. Means they are having all the rights to go and ask for any type of mental health, irrespective of anything, irrespective of any stigma, irrespective of any socio-economic status, irrespective of any caste, creed. Everybody is having the right to get mental health. So this is one clause in Indian Mental Health Act 2017. So how to observe this World Mental Health Day? So some of the tips the World Federation for Mental Health they have given in that: do the group therapy in the workplace. We need to conduct some group therapies or group activities in the working place where all the co-workers and colleagues come together, like it is a classroom, It is a work environment, it is some group, it is some organization. We need to conduct some of the group therapies where the people are coming together, they are sharing their thoughts, ideas, and we are giving them some of the opportunity to prosper in their mental health. That is one thing. And there is practice self-care. We need to practice our own self-care. Like here we have to make the life, how to maintain this mental health. Like based on this day theme, we can develop a regular sleep routine, adjusting your diet, healthier options, taking lunch breaks, and going to long walks. These are just day-to-day examples what we can regularly have, and just some of the options where we can maintain a good health or self-care we can take. See, going for sleep, yes, we do. Adjustment in the diet, everything we are doing, but regularly we have to maintain this. Only today, no, today morning, tomorrow morning I have to get up early, so today I'll go for early sleep and I'll get up early. No, every day we have to maintain the same. And taking the lunch breaks, so enough lunch break, nearly 40 minutes or 45 minutes, you have to take lunch break, sit comfortably and eat. But present day, it is very difficult. We are having lack of time, hurry burry, we are running. During that time, something will take in the hand, we will eat and we will run. So we are not giving proper timing. And going long walks, like walking, some of us are having a habit of it, some of us are do not. But every day making a long walk or brisk walk, what we are calling, because of that, not only the physical health, even the mental health will also become good. So these self-care activities we have to maintain. Then the next one, follow the theme. Each year, sorry, each year there is a new theme. So based on this, we have to follow it. Why a new theme every year? Based on the socio-economical problems surrounding or throughout the world, whatever the socio-economic problems are there, by seeing all the socio-economic problems, the World Federation for Mental Health, they are giving a new theme for every year. So these themes we have to follow and directly involve in the struggles, what we can make or learn from it, and spend some of the time and research in this subject. Awareness extends beyond yourself, and it could provide you with the proper tools to better understanding the others. So we have to follow the theme, we have to bring awareness in the people, we have to educate them, and we have to create a mental health or positive mental health in all. So WHO has issued guidance to countries, like during COVID-19, means it is coming to this specific year, how to maintain essential services including mental health services, like what physical health we have to maintain, maintenance of social distance, how the hospitals are clean, donning, doffing, many things the government has given the instructions. So according to WHO guidelines, it is doing. But WHO has also said that maintain the good mental health service also, or the whatever the essential service we are providing, mental health is also one of the components. So we have to provide good mental health to all of them. Then some of the countries are accepted and some of the countries are going on. So more than 80% of the high income countries reported deploying telemedicine and teletherapy to bridge the gaps in mental health compared with the less than 50% of low income countries. When we are seeing here also huge gap is there. Nearly 80% of the high income countries reported that telemedicine or teletherapy is going on to bridge the gap in mental health. Like in other countries and all, they are consulting to the psychiatrist, or they are consulting to the clinical psychologist or any mental health person through telemedicine or teletherapy, and they are maintaining the therapy or treatment is going on. Whereas in high income countries also, around 20% of the gap is there. You can focus there. Then in low income countries or middle income countries, around 50% of the people are following this teletherapy or telemedicine, but remaining 50% of the population are not at all seen or not all come with the mental health aspects, or there is no therapy for them. Hence, by seeing this, now it is our duty to bridge the gap or to connect the people with mental health team. Like 20% is gap in the high income countries and nearly 50% gap in the low income countries. This we have to reduce by following this this theme of this year. Next, World Mental Health Day. It is simply not a one-day event and provides us with the opportunity and advantage to hold the attention of the governments, donors, policymakers, and all stakeholders to ensure action for um, action for greater. Sorry, something gone wrong. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir. It
Okay.
is.
Okay, something has come there. So donors, let us hold hands and unify our voices in moving the mental health investment agenda for increased focus and access to mental health, and thereby making mental health a reality for all, everyone and everywhere. See, World Mental Health Day has given so much information to us. So based on this World Mental Health Day theme this year, it is our duty that we have to work together. We have to make this agenda as real one. See, only maintaining on this day, or only conducting some workshop on this day, or bringing some literature on this day and making awareness is not possible. Only one day we cannot make. Only one day we cannot grab the attention of government or any sponsors or donors or any policymakers or politicians or any stakeholders. It is not possible. Only one day we are focusing on this, and every next day onwards we will forget it. Not possible only. So what is our duty? Let us hold hands and unify our voices in moving the mental health investment agenda for increased focus and access to mental health, and thereby making a mental health a reality for all, everyone, everywhere. Means we all mental health team people, we all have to join our hands in making the mental health accessible to everyone. So whatever the agenda for this year, that we are focusing, we are increasing the focus on it, and we are providing the mental health care to many people. And especially on this day, mental health day, we have to keep in mind that the greater access and the greater investment to everyone, to everywhere. So how it is workful, so that we have to focus. Already it is said here how we have to work. One is do group therapy at workplace, practice the self-care, and third one, follow up the theme. By doing this, we can make a good use of this World Mental Health Day theme. So here, stop my discussion, and now it is open for any questions, queries, discussions. Please, all of you unmute yourself. Anything related to today's discussion, we can have some discussion.
So all the students, I'm requesting you, if you have any questions, any queries regarding today's session, you can ask any questions to sir.
You please unmute yourself, all the participants.
So those who are asking question, they can raise your question to sir.
So, otherwise, I'll ask a question. Any one of you answer other than the teachers. Like, what is the World Mental Health Day theme of 2020? Any student participant? Please. Today, all of you heard of this, no? Around 40 minutes, whatever the class has been discussed now. What is the World Mental Health Day theme? Please, somebody answer, no problem. Yes, Delena. Hello?
I think there is a network. Delena, yes.
Delena, you are speaking, but we are unable to listen you.
Sir, greater investment, greater access.
Yes, very good. This year theme, World Mental Health Day 2020 theme is greater investment, greater access to everyone and everywhere. So this is the World Mental Health Day theme of this 2020. By keeping the COVID-19 pandemic in view, this theme is made. Okay, so how to come up with this? Only three options they have given, 3 points. One is conducting some group activities in our workplace. Second is self-care. And third one is creating awareness related to theme, and not only one day, every day we have to focus on this. So with this conclusion, I will end the class here. Any queries, any questions related to the today's topic, please raise. Still we have 5 minutes to discuss. No doubts? So these are the some of the references which I have followed by using the internet and related to mental health. So
So,
no doubts?
so thank you.
Any queries, please come up. When queries are there, we feel happy that something is discussion is going on. No queries? Okay then. Thank you all.
I think there is, excuse me, sir. I think there is no doubt. You explained everything very clearly. Thank you for your valuable speech. And I thank all the audience who made this session very successful. And what sir imparted knowledge. So it is very helpful to everyone in our profession. So here we are going to end this session. And once again, thank you, sir, for your valuable time. And thank you, everyone.
Yes, I am also
Thank you.
very thankful to Dr. Prasanna Deshpande sir, Mr. Manjunath Nayak, as well as all the participants to be a part of this guest lecture today and giving me an opportunity to discuss or share my knowledge and thoughts with you all. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, any more doubts? Anything to be discussed? Another 2 minutes 55 seconds are remaining. Shall we end the session, Manjunath?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can end this session.
Okay, then.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you all. Thank you one and all for joining. And please create awareness related to today's theme. It is not only one day. Every day we have to focus on the theme whatever given. And we have to provide mental health care service to all the public. Okay. Thank you. I'll end the
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.